What's going on, YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now we're sitting at $8,641. We're down 3.01%. And what I wanted to do was point out the next possible bounce area for Bitcoin. So we just previously had a little bit of a sell-off here. We went from about 9,200 all the way back down to about that $8,400 range. And guys, it's important the area that we're looking at right now. And the reason why I say that is because it's a previous bounce area that we've gotten before. So what happened was we're trying to change the trend. And in the short term, we're in an uptrend. We're making higher highs and higher lows. And what we're looking to see is if we can get a nice bounce off this 50 moving average on the 4-hour time frame here. If you take a look back here, our last pump up where we actually got out of this downtrend channel that we've been in for over 6 months, it was a really big deal. We broke up out of that, and then we ended up falling back very sharply to that 50 moving average, and then we started to bounce from there. And what happened was we came up and we set a higher high as we've continued to climb up here. So now what we're doing, we're actually back testing that 50 again, and it's also correlating with our previous high, which we would want to become support. So whenever you break through an old resistance, you can see this candle got through the old resistance here, and then we kept moving up. You want it to then become support, and we'd want to get a bounce off this area. So between this previous resistance becoming support and this 50 moving average, we would like to see a bounce coming out of here next, and my target would be up around that $9,464 if we are going to continue this move to the upside here. And that would correlate right over here where we'd have overhead resistance, and then we'd take it up a little bit higher at around $9,800. They're going to be important areas for us. But guys, as we've been looking at this, if we zoom back out here, you can see this downtrend channel. So we've been making lower highs and lower lows, and we finally broke out of that downtrend channel. In my opinion, this trend is going to want to continue. It's going to want to continue to the upside. We had a breakout. It came on more volume. We're starting to get up above all of our moving averages here on the 4-hour time frame. We're up above our 20, our 40, our 50, and our 200 in white right here. And we broke out hard from this neckline of this inverted head and shoulders. And to me, that most likely was the bottoming pattern for Bitcoin, and that's when the trend really started to change, and now we're trying to get those higher highs and higher lows coming in. So now it's important that we get a bounce off this area so that we can come back up and set a higher high. It's all about making higher highs and higher lows. So we made still a higher low right here around that $8,400-$8,500 range. So now we just got to power back up, but it's going to take a lot of volume, guys. So that's my target to the upside next is going to be around that 94, we call it $9,500, $9,469, and this would be the area that we would look to get a bounce off of here. If we do not get a bounce off there, I'd look at $8,300. Then ultimately it's going to be down around $8,100, and then this down channel that we've been in for about 6 months, guys, that downtrend channel that we are in, back testing that again, which I would not want to get back down to this low here, guys. This is really where the bulls need to step in right now, because if we start just falling harder or faster right now, even onto this downtrend channel line, that's going to show a lot of weakness. That's going to show that the bulls could not continue this move. So what I'm looking at now is this just being some type of cool down, because you have to remember markets need to breathe. They're like human beings. After you make a huge pump here, you have to breathe. Then it makes another big pump, then it has to breathe, another pump, then it has to breathe. So this is where we look to find support. And what I wanted to do next was kind of look at a few indicators with us. I want to go to the 1-day chart, because I think the 1-day chart is going to be more important when we're looking at the RSI and different things like that. And on the 1-day chart, what you're seeing here is how we ran into this 200-day moving average in white. That was the resistance area, and we did not have enough strength to get up above it to challenge that $9,500. So now what you're seeing, guys, depends on where the close is going to be today. For me, it's at 7 p.m. Eastern time, but this is a lot of indecision up here. You have doji candles, you have a shooting star candle, a smaller doji candle, and then this would actually be a bearish engulfing candle if it does close like that. We're going to have to see where it ends up closing, guys. We still got a lot left today, another 5 hours in the market before we get that close, but that's something I would pay a lot of attention to, because if we do get a bearish engulfing candle here, we definitely could come back and test this area of about $8,200, where that's going to be our 20 EMA, and then we're going to have our 40, and then our 50 is going to be down here at around $7,500. And then let's take a look at this RSI. And guys, if you get some from these videos, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Like I said, I'm not a wizard, I'm not a prophet, I'm not a son of prophet, anything like that. What I want to do is take the price action one step at a time, one level at a time, one resistance area at a time, and one support area at a time. And that's how I like to do it, guys. I like to go for the next resistance area, see if we can break that, see if we can turn into support, and then continue to move from there. Because remember, in trading, you want to put the odds in your favor. That's what trading's all about, is a good risk to reward management, to where you're having a 4-to-1 trade or a 3-to-1 trade, 5-to-1 trade. That's what you want to do. You want to set yourself up for success. Are you going to have failures? Absolutely. Are you going to get stopped out? It's part of the game, guys. Getting stopped out is the insurance policy. It's the insurance that you use so that while you sleep in a 24-hour market, Bitcoin doesn't crash $2,000 like we've seen it do before. And it's just that insurance policy. So you're going to get wicked out. You're going to get pinged out from time to time, but it's so important in this space to take your profit when it's staring you in the face and to always set those stop losses. That's one of the most important things I can tell you guys. Set those stop losses and lock in profit when it's staring you in the face. I've been doing that much more, and it's been so much more successful, at least for me. But, you know, guys, we got to get up above this 200-day moving average. That's going to be the most crucial thing for us, and start having that act as support as well. So right now, guys, the RSI is at 62. You can see we're starting to move down a little bit, but that's okay. A lot of times what it can be is just gaining that strength, the market breathing before we can get that next push up. But this still is a spot to guard yourself, because as we know in cryptocurrency, the manipulation is very real. We saw back over here where we went from $7,200 all the way up to over $10,500, and that happened in a matter of 2 days. And then we actually ended up going lower than where we started. So that's the importance of protecting yourself in this market, is what I'm saying, guys. Technical analysis wise, we should continue this trend. We've been in this uptrend for over 4 weeks now. A lot of times when you make it over 4 weeks, they will want to continue the trend itself. So we're just going to have to see if this is a cooling down area before we start gaining some strength, just like we had back in here, how we had a cooling down area and then we had that next move up. Same concept, guys. And that's what I like to do. I really like to look at this stuff just from price action, just technical. I'll look at some news, different things, but I like to play the candles. I like to play support and resistance, price action, trend line breaks, moving averages. That's the stuff I'm in this game for. So, you know, guys, that's what I'm looking at. We really got to get up above this 200 moving average here, and we need to continue to have these moving averages act as support, because you can see we finally had them cross, and we're up above them now. For so long, we were below them. So, guys, that's what I wanted to leave you with today. Just wanted to do a quick one here. If you get some from this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless each and every one of you. I'm going to try to get back to the comments for my last few videos tomorrow. I'm going to have a little bit more time, and I'll get back to those guys, and let me know what you think Bitcoin's going to do. Are we going to start crashing back down, or is this just that cooling off period before we have that next push up? So let me know down low, guys. Take care.